y'all, I get it that some people are mad at me for goofing on Trump. But if you wanted me to make jokes about Kamala Harris, you should have voted for her. And I truly am going to miss all of my communist Antifa friends here on the staff of Jimmy Kimmel Live. You guys are like family to me.
Dude, what the f were you thinking? You've done the equivalent of stepping on a rake. Clearly you did not think this through. Do you not have anybody in your circle, anybody looking out for your best interests, that have the courage to pull you aside and say, man, don't do this, don't go down this road?
So for those who threatened to stop listening to my music based on my comments last night, I just want to say with conviction, go right ahead.
Okay, dude. Okay, I'll be deleting his music as we speak.
Guys, we got to talk about this Jelly Roll fellow who apparently is a country music singer / rapper. I'm not really sure what that's about, but I guess he has his shtick, he has his niche, and he is subbing for Jimmy Kimmel, who is going through, I guess, a surgical procedure or something. Now, he decided to go on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and he wanted to pretend as though he was auditioning for Jimmy's role. Jimmy Kimmel is a notorious Trump hater and leftist propagandist, a liar. He attacked Charlie Kirk right after he was dead. The body wasn't even cold, and he's already attacking. You know, so of course, when you have a guy go on Jimmy Kimmel Live show, of course he's going to try to do the same thing. But what he didn't anticipate is that he already had a loyal fan base, and the fan base started turning against him, and Mr. Roll started freaking out about it.
And there's Donald Trump, who apparently has never held a flag before. In the last few years, I've lost 300 pounds. That means I've lost an entire Donald Trump. And let's be honest, based on his approval ratings, it seems like most of the country wants to do the same thing. Well, if that ain't the pot calling the kettle fat. Well, Mr. President, from one fat pig to another, take it from me that physical fitness is very important. And trust me, you'll be happy to see your penis again.
A few moments later.
What a turn of events. Who would have guessed I'd get in more trouble with the president than Rosie O'Donnell? But I want to remind y'all that I go by the name Jelly Roll. I don't even treat myself with reverence and dignity. One day I looked in the mirror and said, you, my friend, are a pastry. Any U.S. president should be able to handle a few jokes, right? Yes. They should also be able to handle gas prices, health care, and the occasional international conflict. But if you wanted me to make jokes about Kamala Harris, you should have voted for her. So for those who threatened to stop listening to my music based on my comments last night, I just want to say with conviction, go right ahead.
So of course he doubled and tripled down on his thoughts, and you know, he started talking about his truth and all of this stuff, and he decided to come out here one last time and bring out some fake tears, in my opinion, to try to garner sympathy from the people who are now turning against him. Let's go ahead and react to it. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype videos, so be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot. Appreciate you.
Politicians and algorithms make an absolute fortune convincing us that the person across the street from us is the reason our life is hard. And transparently, I don't know how qualified I am to be standing up here talking about this. I don't have any qualifications at all. But something I've learned about God over the years is he doesn't have much of a history of waiting around for perfect people. So if being imperfect is the only qualification I need, hell, I might be the best candidate. And I just want us to remember that the person across the street from us is a human being before they're a voter. And what I want to ask of myself is to defend human dignity even when it could cost me something. It hasn't been easy being on this show this week. I knew what kind of a storm I was going to cause, and I was okay with that. Because I told myself I would never be so afraid of being called political again that I didn't say what I know is right.
What you know is right, what you calling Trump fat and being able to see his penis is the right thing? Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, he's trying to make some sort of add some sort of righteousness to it. It's literally stand on like a soapbox here, but it doesn't make sense considering what he said.
And while everything else I've said this week has been a complete joke, this is not. Our leaders on both sides of the aisle are doing an absolute job of trying to bring us together, y'all.
One thing I can agree with. I mean, but how exactly are we supposed to come together with people who celebrate death of those who speak out against. One thing if somebody takes actions against you or makes your life miserable directly, but it's another thing if somebody was just talking on college campuses and he literally died on a college campus and a bunch of leftist Looney Tunes celebrated, smeared him, made up lies about him, calling him racist and all these other things, when none of that made any sense. None of it was true. And they made lists of other people that they wanted killed. And it wasn't all just white people either. So these aren't exactly people who are looking to be our best friends, guys.
And this is what we need to remember. That doesn't mean that responsibility disappears. That means that responsibility then falls on us. And when I say us, I mean the old school, we the people. There's a famous quote I live by. Thank you. There's a famous quote that I think about all the time that says, while we are fighting monsters, we must be careful not to become a monster ourselves. We may disagree, we may argue, we may vote completely differently. But let's try not to let the couple of things we disagree about forget the hundreds and hundreds of things we have in common. My daddy was right about that, and he was right about something else. It is never too late to do the right thing.
You ever notice, for one thing, I think that this is 100% performative. I don't think any of this is real at all. He's literally on stage. So, but that's the first thing. The second thing, you ever notice how a lot of these leftist types love to try to butter up everything that they're saying by saying it's the right thing, right? Like they try to basically put themselves on some sort of moral high ground to justify things that they say and do. Literally any and everything that they do. It doesn't matter how wrong it actually is. They'll just call it the right thing, almost brainwashing themselves and trying to desperately convince themselves and others that they are doing the right thing when they're straight up doing the wrong thing. How are you going to justify transing a kid? That's the right thing. Affirming 2 and 3 year olds is the right thing. Men and women's sports is the right thing. What about men in women's locker rooms? What about transgender illegal aliens in prison that are men going to the women's prison? That's the right thing? Like, man, shut the hell up with this.
Flashback.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners.
Surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners. Every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
Hell no, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going to that.
Kamala supports transgender sex changes in jail with our money.
Kamala even supports letting biological men compete against our girls in their sports. Kamala is for they, them. President Trump is for you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
And I hope that tonight, while he's looking down from heaven, I made him proud. And tomorrow, I'm going to try a little harder than I did today to love my neighbor, because sometimes they're not all the way lovable. And I hope y'all will do the same thing. I'm going to go back here and cry. We got to take a quick break, but stick around. We got a lot more coming for you.
What if your neighbor is Donald Trump? You gonna love him then? That's one of the things that these people like. They're like, yeah, it's okay as long as they're not Trump or anyone who supports him, anyone who's conservative, and they love to pretend as though it's all just white people, but no, it's plenty of black people. I got my YouTube channel is strongly dedicated towards supporting conservative values, but they don't support people who do those things, right? There has been an update regarding FEMA officials not going to support houses that had American flags, Trump signs, things like that. These are not good people. They will swear that they're good people, but they feel like to them, they're good and you're evil or something just for having different views in them, just for saying, hey, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in family. I believe in men and women being different. And I know that deaths of relatives can be very impactful, especially depending on the type of relationship they've had. However, according to a quick Google search, Jelly Roll's father passed away in March 20th of 2019. So roughly 7 years ago, his father passed away. You think that he's up on stage thinking about his dad and he's still tearing up Sorry, guys, I just don't believe it. But these are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm out. Big shout out to my members, Cybernoodle 655, Bella Scott, Carpentier John, Pinecone 6, and Arcano. Always appreciate you.
So God bless you. Congratulations, you guys. You're amazing. Congratulations. You guys are amazing, okay? Know it. Feel it.